like I said, I don't have a lot of really bad experiences where I was like, I'm never doing that again. That was terrible. But there is one restaurant that we will never go back to. And I think because and I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's fine. People eat there all the time. Um
I'm so
I
anxious to hear what this is.
it
Drag
was
it
our
on out,
first
Mattie.
trip to Epcot. First trip we'd ever been to Epcot, and I was very pregnant and very miserable. It was hot, and then the rain came, and I was like, I need some food, and I don't want to walk anymore. Well, we had no plans. We did not know you needed dining reservations, so the only thing we could get was that stupid Chinese food restaurant.
I just knew.
Nine
I just knew you.
dragons.
I thought you were
Nine
going to say Coral
dragons.
Reef for sure. That's what I
No,
was thinking of.
I probably would have liked Coral Reef at that point. Nine dragons. It was like we
Oh,
walked
that's
in
so
and we sat down
sad.
and I was like dying. I mean, I wasn't really, I mean, I was only like 14 weeks, but I was big. So it was very clearly pregnant and
How big
very
were you?
clearly, oh, don't start. Believe me. But we walked in and we sat down and we ordered dinner and I was like, $1.50 a scoop is better.
$1.50 a scoop is better. You tied that in
was,
nicely.
right? It,
Is that really what it says on the sign? Does it really
I'm
say
going to
like
take a picture next time and I'm going
Okay.
to send it to you.
$1.50.
100%.
I
I'll
need
just
to
go
see
in
this.
there and do a video for you. It's delicious. But anyway, it was so disappointing. Like we have never ever been back. And I tell everybody don't go there.
So
and I'm sure it's fine.
my dad felt the same way. Like we
Don't
would
like
go
it.
there to eat, and I remember one night we had a reservation at Nine Dragons, and it was pouring down rain at Epcot, and my mom and I are walking, and my dad turns to us and he goes, "I cannot believe you were making us walk 2 miles for
eat there.
crappy Chinese food."
100%
Like
is
that. Yeah.
terrible. So yeah, we I think we left and I got a hot dog.
Okay, so that's
So,
number one.
Yeah, that
Top
was my
worst
yep,
experience.
never going back.
Aaron, yours?
You-
Oh, go ahead. You were going to ask a question. I interrupted. Go ahead. Sorry. Go
No,
ahead.
you're fine.
Discussion is good. I like discussion. What you got?
I just haven't heard anything like that. I hadn't heard anyone like have like a strong opinion of Nine Dragons. Like it's
Yeah,
all
you
it seemed
have.
like it's fairly innocuous.
Well, that's the problem.
Not good, not
Everybody,
bad.
it's just so blah. Nobody cares about it. Nobody thinks it's their
And
favorite.
you're not paying $1.50 for a scoop there. You're paying a lot more than $1.50.
You're paying for the steak over at Canada for crappy ass Chinese food. I was
Trying
so
to keep
just,
our good rating.
I was really trying.
Clean.
And that's hard for me. This one's been rough. It just wasn't good. And I'm sure it was the whole experience of being tired and pregnant and rained on and just ready to like eat. And this is the only place we could get into.
Okay, can I go next though? Because I
Go
need
ahead.
to piggyback. You said not Coral Reef. My number one
Coral
worst
Reef.
experience was Coral Reef. And that's why I wanted to go next because you said Coral Reef. So we had gotten, it was a very short plane trip. It was like, we decided, it was just me and my dad. Because my dad and I used to do trips just on the weekend. We'd go for quick, and it was Christmas time. And I had gotten a candlelight processional dining package, and the only one I could get was at Coral Reef. I'd never been there before. I was super pumped because everybody talks about Coral Reef.
How cool it is.
How cool it is. We walk in the restaurant, and my dad made a comment that like stuck with me for like the rest of the meal, where he goes, you walk in, you see this beautiful aquarium, and he goes, so we're about to eat fish in front of these fish swimming in front of us. He goes, feels a little wrong that we're going to be doing this. And so I go to look at the menu, and all you see are these seafood dishes, and I'm looking up and I see these fish swimming around me. And all of a sudden I'm like, I don't know what.
Katie's dinner and a show went out real
My
fast.
dinner and a show went out real fast. The theatrical moment of it, I felt murderous, like I'm murdering the fish.
Hey, Katie.
Yes.
Let me stop real quick, just for just a second. It's funny you say that because, like, I just had a conversation at work the other day about how I like to keep the origins. I like to keep the gap of the origin of my food as far away
apart,
from each
yes.
other as I possibly can.
Mhm.
Like I know most of what I eat comes from a cow. but I want there to be
But you
so
don't want
much
to think about what part
distance
it
there.
is.
Yeah, I need
Yeah.
so much distance that I don't even recognize it.
And I love lobster bisque. Like I love lobster bisque. And they brought the soup out to me and it just smelled fishy. Like it just smelled, I just remember looking at my dad and going, I don't know that I can eat this while watching Lobby over here, the lobster swimming around.
You probably were not, but I just pictured you sitting right next to the glass and you
We
just
weren't.
sitting the plate down and then you turn
can still
sideways
see
and fish
it.
looking at you.
Yeah, no, but this was what was worse. We weren't right by the glass. We were in one of the booths that faced the glass. So like both me and my dad were facing the glass like the whole entire time. And so like I was so excited about it because like I'm a big 90s girl. Full House going to Disney World was one of my favorite episodes. I remember Vicky and Danny and Jesse. I was so excited. It was disgusting. I have not been back. And I will say this, when we went to Space 20 for the first time, when you walk in, it's that same vibe, right? Like the doors open and there's the big space windows. And I had a little bit of a flashback.
We weren't eating space, at least.
You weren't eating space people and we weren't eating comments. But I will say there was like a little piece of me that went, oh no, what are we watching? Like, what are we about to eat? So that was the worst dining experience I have ever had at Disney was Coral Reef. And I've not been back. And when I have talked to people who want to go, I'm like,
No,
you know what?
don't
It's
do
not
it.
my favorite, but if you guys, and this one kid, I'll never forget, the family was like, he loves marine biology. We really want to spend a lot of time at Epcot with the seas. We want to eat at Coral Reef. And I'm like, does he realize he's going to be eating his friends? Like,
Is that really what you want to
is
do?
that what he wants?
Is there anything more overrated than watching fish in an aquarium?
Oh, some people love it.
Oh man, my
Some
kids,
people love
when
it.
they were little, my kids just thought that was the greatest. We would spend an hour in there in the aquarium just walking around looking at fish. I was like, really? Let's go.
But then did you go eat a fish afterwards? No, you didn't, because that's
I
murderous.
probably ate a steak. That's not true. I probably had fish and chips later, but that's a real far gap right there.
That's like Aaron was saying. There's a separation between the fish and it getting fried. Like, ugh.
Right.
So that I didn't mean to like step on your time, Aaron, but it just followed nicely after you saying, I thought you were going to say Coral Reef. I said Coral Reef.
Honestly, I think we covered my worst experience.
Oh yeah, because you ate a salad
episode. But the place,
Century.
yeah, the place that consistently just underwhelms, and it's not as fancy as the places you have mentioned by any stretch. But every time we have the hardest time when we get to Magic Kingdom trying to pick a different counter service to eat.
Because it's all
by the time we get
terrible.
to day 4 and 5, it's just not a whole lot of options. So inevitably, I finally say, okay, let's go to Village House.
Village House. Pinocchio.
Yes. And every time we do that, there is just nothing redeemable about eating. The chicken fingers never taste as good.
The pizza's not.
The pizza's awful.
The pizza is bland. Look,
it's boring.
I ate there at Springtime Surprise when Mattie went to Ohana because I was still terrified from Ohana of my getting sick experience. So I went to Pinocchio's because I was like, Mattie, the only thing I'm eating this weekend is meat, bread, or cheese. It has to be some combo of meat, bread, and cheese. So I did go to Pinocchio's, but I could get pizza like that from the lunchroom down the street. Like it's just not good pizza.
So that's the only one that always it always disappoints. It always makes me aggravated that I fell for it again.
Well, you do get to watch Pinocchio or watch the boats at Small World go by when you get there. That's fun.
That's about as interesting as seeing fish in an aquarium for about 3 minutes.
We just sit by the glass though, remember? And they had the little signs.
Yeah,
put up. That's kind of fun for the kids.
Oh, there's signs?
Yeah.
I didn't know that
when we were there.
Oh, that's fun. Huh, I didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
You were sitting with us. Were you not
Was I
paying
with
attention?
You? No, I was eating my stale pizza, trying to like move on so we could go to
I think we ate there a second time while we were there.
I found myself
had pizza there.
Yeah, they do have the like the second story outdoor seating. That could be kind of nice, right? I guess.
And if it wasn't 900 degrees.
Although
Harbor House has that one up top too. Harbor House has that one hidden, and I don't really like talking about that because I don't want people to like start going and sitting.
Oh, I think the cat's out of the bag in 2023.
People are listening to our podcast.
You've seen TikTok.
I did laugh because like like on I was watching it for some weird reason. I clicked on a YouTube video the other day about some guy like the most secret spot to eat in the Magic Kingdom, and it was that stupid second floor spot in Village House. And I was thinking, I mean, okay,
Everybody
It's not
knows.
yeah,
secret.
literally walk by and see people eating up there.
Only the casuals don't know about that.
Only
So
the
I'm just
casuals.
saying,
It
'cause
does surprise me though, still to this day. Like you can go sit up top in Harbor House, and it's still really not bad.
empty.
Ever.
Like it's still very empty. So, all right. Well, this has been fun, guys. We'll come
Fun.
up with another topic for next week. Thanks for watching, listening. Have a nice day. Eat some popcorn. Bye, guys.